Hi, welcome back to the third video in our series of Navisworks. I'd like to show you a little bit about sectioning. Sectioning can be very helpful to get a perspective, see what's going on from a different angle. A bunch of things aren't in your way. So, navigating, show the video too. I'd like to see something on the south wall here. Look into the buildings without having to try to hide layer after 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 layer to get in there. So if I can unhide all, a simple thing I can do is you go to viewpoint here, enable the sectioning. So you'll notice that, looks like it looks way different. Sectioning sometimes is preset. You'll see we have different planes, plane 1 to 6 planes, like a die. The light bulb on means this cut is active. If we left click on this bulb, it goes back to being hidden. Now that I have this plane 1, that alignment was to the top of the drawing. You'll have alignments to each side, 6 alignments like a die. In addition to that, align to surface is the one I like to use. Let's click on this. It'll give you a little pointer. Now, because I want to cut on the plane running east-west along the south, I'm going to click this wall. Now you'll notice nothing happened. It's because that is not active. Now that it is active, you can see now maybe that's not quite far enough to get where I want it to be. So now I click the move. This is in the sectioning tools. Now this pops up. Now this I can slide side to side to get it out of my point of view. If I click on this arrow, hold, left click and hold, I can push back and see into these rooms more easily. Go back on the feet and drop down. You can see along this whole side. Now let's say I want to move over here in the room that I'm interested in is down on this level. Well, where's my sectioning tool to help me go back and forth? Well, it's disappeared. I simply click it off, click it back on. Now this is in front of me again. Again, if I want to move it out of the way, I can. That slides along that plane. This slides along this plane, or the blue arrow. So let's pull this blue arrow out. Okay, there's the cable trays back and the vertical, and then the wall. So I can just push it back along that cut line. Now I have most of the items in that room, and I can look, and it's just much easier to see without the wall being in the way. Now I can continue going in, cutting this, and it just runs straight back, and I could do the entire building if I wanted to. So let's say that's great, but I want to be able to look on, if I'm facing west, I want to look west in the room as well. That's fine. I can also do a different plane. So let's say I pick plane 2, light bulbs on. That's fine, it didn't affect me. I think if I pick plane 3, the whole, plane 2, it doesn't really matter because we're going to re-section it. So that alignment's front, doesn't matter. Line to surface, I want to do it on this wall. Make that active. Now I have this one here. Grab that. Now it's going the other direction. Now I can see in this room this way. Now it's easy for me to see multiple levels. Now the other plane is still active, plane 1, and if I click on plane 1, I will be able to go back to what we did, cutting north-south. So you can see that's a pretty interesting way to cut the building and get a good look at it, multiple levels, moving those directionally aligned with the building and not having to worry about aligning if it's true north or planned north. And then again, if we want those off, we can just unselect those or disable sectioning. Now we're back to this spot.